Hey, Roy here. Got the old sweatshirt on. Bad weather outside. I just want to show you a couple things about the physics of golf. Here's a golf ball, your basic golf ball, anyhow. It's round, it's got dimples, carries well in hot weather. It doesn't carry well in cold weather. It has to do with the heaviness of the air. Dimples carry it and spin, makes it go even further, depending on what kind of spin you put on it. A fellow on YouTube, Sean Clement, always uses hammers to explain what's going on. I mean, if you hit straight down on it, it'll go into the ground. If you hit on the side of it, go off that way. Hit this side, it'll come around and slice off. You hit this side of it, it'll go off that way and probably hook around. And if you do just minor variances of that, you can get a nice fade, left to right, or a nice draw, right to left, which a lot of the golfers really like for distance. Little longer for a draw. Anyhow, once you realize that the golf club is nothing more than a hammer, and you don't have to. I don't think we're born to walk or to use a hammer, but most people take to it naturally. They know how to hammer. If you're going to hammer something, a nail into the side of this thing, you know how to do it. Or if you want to hit it just a little bit diagonally to get that draw, or a little bit maybe in the middle to get that fade. Of course, if you want to slice, you got to hit it on the outside. It's kind of weird, but where you hit it makes it go to the side, front, or the side. This is a pitching wedge, one of our smallest clubs. But if you hit it here, it tends to go that way. And if you hit it here, it goes that way. And if you hit it really badly here, you can go straight out that way, which is a shank, and the golfers hate that. In this lesson, I just want to make a suggestion that when you hit the ball, hit it a little bit from the inside, just a fraction from the inside to get the draw, and hit it right about the middle. Some clubs are actually marked. This is an old club, maybe 20 years old. I just pulled it out of an old bag, but it's actually marked with a little circle. I don't know if you can see it there. It sort of tells you where the good place is to hit. Do you want to bounce in front of it and then come through this way? No, I wouldn't bounce in front of it. I would come with a slight downside. Catch the ball. It rides up the face. It does. It's spinning. And then, let me do it again. You hit the ball without hitting the ground, but you hit it pretty low, maybe middle. It's about 8 inches in front of the ball. That's where your shaft is, because you're moving forward. You're getting your weight back on your front foot by now. And after the ball, it's taking shavings of dirt. Now look, if you go in like this with the toe, that's not good. That'll slow you down. And if you come in like this too much, sort of the same thing, but you try to come in this way, all right? So your fingers need to work it a little bit and feel that. It's got to feel it. It's like shaving. It's like shaving the very top of the grass, goes into the ball, hits the ground, shaves, and takes a little divot and comes on up. Well, I just thought I'd mention that to you. Now, all the clubs are pretty much the same. This is a higher angle club. You can see the angle here. But whether you have a club like that, this is it's a 6 iron. You can see there's a difference. This one you might have to come down a little more and strike down on the top of the club. This one, not so much. And then, of course, some of the bigger clubs, you don't need as much at all. That's all for this lesson. Didn't want to do too much. Thanks for listening. Take care.